Hello and welcome to FTTR. I am Ewan McQuaid and this is sort of an opinion video, maybe a debate video. Really, I just want to talk about the Fiend. Now, why do I want to talk about the Fiend? What could possibly be said about the Fiend that possibly hasn't already been said? What it is about the Fiend is, in my opinion, can he be redeemed? Now, the Fiend debuted at SummerSlam against Finn Balor in probably one of the best debuts since Kane. I would go that far. It was incredible. Just the theatrics, the costume, the match itself, everything was perfect. And then he's just gone on a downward slope. You know, the Seth Rollins feud was rough, to say the least. Goldberg happened. That was pretty bad. He got the Firefly Funhouse match, which was amazing. That was brilliant. That was really good. And then, to the point where I can't even remember what he's done recently, except for Randy Orton. I can't remember what the Fiend did after WrestleMania in that weird portion of time. It was Braun Strowman. That's what it was. That was also terrible. It's been a rough road for the Fiend. And the Fiend, to me, I've got the Fiend, a picture of the Fiend on the wall over there. The Fiend represents the good and the bad of WWE. The good is letting their creators, or their creatives, giving them freedom. Because we can tell, and the majority of this has all come from Bray Wyatt, the depth, the meta-ness of the character. The Firefly Funhouse match, John Cena let his character be destroyed. That's how much he wanted to put the Fiend over from the looks of it. And the fact that they have reduced him to just a spooky, I don't know, zombie at this point? Ghost? They're going to have to exercise Randy Orton of the Fiend with him coughing up black goo, and then they've added Alexa Bliss into the mix. I feel like he's going down a road. It sounds like I'm being like Padme, you know, to Anakin, going down a path I can't follow. That's what the Fiend is right now. They're turning him into goofy rather than scary. And I know this isn't the opinion of most people, because the ratings for those segments do amazing, they do really well. So people sort of like the supernatural stuff, but is it the supernatural stuff or is it just people clinging on to the Fiend because he is so cool? This isn't the first time they've wrecked Bray Wyatt. He's had a very rough sort of track record, you know, losing to Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So from where he goes from here is difficult. I think what they need with the Fiend, in my opinion, is one singular goal. You know, if his goal would have been to win the Universal Championship, have that be a long goal, have him beat every single person to work his way up to eventually getting there, make it like a year long and then don't see the Fiend again for a year or so. That is what I feel like he needs. He needs motive. Right now his feud with Randy Orton doesn't seem to have any motive because one, he got burned alive, so we haven't seen him for ages, and two, it's just Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss. We've barely even seen his partnership with Alexa Bliss, sort of the origins of that. We saw it in the swamp fight, but other than that, it's sort of just been spookiness for the sake of spookiness, and I'm never against the spookiness. Never against spooky. Never. But I feel like other companies are doing spooky better right now. Gonna throw what you want on me, say I'm being biased, but Abaddon in AEW is how you do spooky, because that is just horrifying. They have nailed Abaddon. She looks amazing. Her wrestling fits with her character. And other than that, she's just damn terrifying. Like, the Fiend looks terrifying, but they have just ruined the integrity of the Fiend with all this supernatural, fireballs, getting burnt alive, controlling Randy Orton possibly through his mind. Don't know. It just seems that he needs direction. And maybe we'll get that post-WrestleMania. I'm guessing we're getting a Firefly Funhouse match revolving around the Fiend and Randy Orton. But it's just been going on for so long that it just needs to end. And the Fiend needs to be rebuilt. He either needs to take some time away so we can forget about all of that other stuff, or he needs a fresh feud straight after WrestleMania that he can just sink his teeth into. My pick would be Edge. I think there's enough with both Edge and the Fiend seemingly having some creative direction. I think those two together could be a brilliant feud. So yeah, that is what I think. The Fiend is salvageable and his character is salvageable. It's just going to take some time and some clear direction. Or send him to NXT, send him back to Balor. That would be quite interesting. That would be quite interesting to see this new Finn Balor versus this new Fiend. Maybe we'll finally get Demon Fiend versus Demon Balor in NXT. That would be insane. I now just want that. Forget everything I said, just send the Fiend back to NXT. Done. Sorted. So, those are my thoughts on the Fiend. Let me know your thoughts on the Fiend. Are you enjoying his current run? Did you enjoy the Firefly Inferno match? And all the Randy Orton stuff? Let me know down in the comments and I'll try and reply to every single one. Thank you all ever so much and have a nice day.